Wah! The child, born in the froth of the ire of nevermore! Spiggity spiled, penis on the child. Spiggity spore, vaginus underscore. Both man and woman, both scooch and scoomin'. What? I named thee Usungaloo! Mercury, what the fuck? Usungaloo! This child is Usungaloo! It means dragon!
Duranki is a wonderful exploration of identity, gender, and self-worth, cut tragically short by the death of its little-known author, Kentaro Miura. Who'da fucking thunk it? Duranki's also probably actually the whole reason Berserk's even getting a continuation. It actually basically exists because Miura was like, hey you! Studio Gaga! You need to do the draw for me, cause I'm old! And no one seemed to talk about this thing. Isn't that strange? Maybe just no one wanted to read it. I mean, it's about this little, like, weird Shota lolly in Mesopotamia. I know people hate Greeks for some reason. I also don't think Young Animal is a very popular magazine. I haven't looked at research on that, but I'm like, it's not f***ing Shonen Jump. There was some hype I remember when it first came out. This is all kind of going from memory. I feel like, I don't remember exactly, but I feel like some people were a little upset and thought that it was going to slow down Berserk or something, but I think once they realized that it was made to train the Gaga staff, they kind of chilled off on it. Another big problem with it was that its release schedule was on par with Berserk. It went from like bi-monthly to like hexamonthly to like, oh look at that. Oh, would you look at that. Siri, play Guts' theme. I remember actually, I was in the Discord server for Duranki, and when Miura died, I don't think they actually said anything for like a few fucking days after. Like, there was no like announcement, there was no like, hey, how you guys feeling? They were just kind of like, oh shit, right, we have a server for this fucking thing. Now, unpopular manga doesn't make bad manga. This is a grand old manga. This is a great grand old manga. Is that a Jimmy Fallon quote? we're gonna pretend it's a Jimmy Fallon quote. So Duranki is about this little child named Usungaloo! Usungaloo has both genitals and is androgynous as freak. Can my boys who had long hair when they were little in the audience please stand up? Please? You remember everyone calling you a girl? You remember that one kid at summer camp who thought you were a really cute girl? Remember when he asked you out and you said, what are you, gay? And now you're a lonely adult who just f***ed his sock and you're sitting there like, wait, come back! I got something special! So assume he's a bunch of Giga Chad Greek kids. Shouts out to my boy Krita, the painting program. Freak. Okay, that's my fault, I just can't spell. Little man's a fucking Chad. He literally saves Usum's life in the last panel of the series. He looks, someone looks familiar here, doesn't he? Wow. Ooh. So let me pull the rug under the table. That's an awful analogy. I'm a hungry bisexual and this story appeals to me a lot. This panel made me smile so fucking hard. Siri, you dumpy, you disgusting. Play Berserk's theme, play Guts' theme. Play it at the 100%. I don't hear it, Siri. I don't hear it 150%. More, bitch. More! This is a Miura story with kids as the main characters. I don't know if, hey, Cobra Star shits his pants on Instagram. How you doing? I don't know if we've met. I don't know if you've read a little manga called Berserk, but, if you do, you probably know. Miura doesn't write, kid stories. He writes fairy tales. And then this happens in them.
Fairy tales set in a more realistic world like this can explore deep themes in a new and interesting way, which gives more avenues for people to think about them.
They don't have to have a filter of, Martha's just living her freaking day job, going to the bank, what's that, her husband hits her. F you, Greg, you fucking prick. Got a small dick, Greg. You know who else has a small dick? Griffith. You can't even see it. Griffith, you have a small dick. That's the theme of Berserk. Now, I really wish this manga had finished just because of Duranki's themes. They speak to things that are more important now than they've ever been. That's right, That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is a manga for the LGBTQXY squared apostrophe space hyphen colon. I'm offending someone. Oops, it just set in. This isn't even just for LGBTQ though. If you're anything outside of what's normal in society and have had a fear of letting it show, you will immediately feel at home in Nasume's shoes. They experience a very real thing that all humans feel, the fear of being accepted. Like Shrek. I just watched Shrek. And the joy and trust that grows between people when they are accepted. It's fucking... Ugh! Duranki is fucking beautiful. Really wish this thing had finished. It literally... I think I got 6 chapters. I think that's 1 full volume. Yeah. Let's talk about that. So I want to start with Miura's death, though I just want to explicitly say first, I'm really not trying to disrespect him, and if I do, that is completely on accident. And I also don't want to discount his life in any way by focusing more on the manga that was taken because of his death rather than him himself. He was, I'm sure, an important person to a lot of people. A lot of people he never even met. That's fucking awesome. Miura, you're more important than Jesus. Honestly, to me. The dude died at a cross. You died making me think more about toxic relationships and how I treat my friends. Yeah, the biggest tragedy that comes from specifically Miura dying while writing the story is that Miura is the type of person that takes time to build his stories. He takes eons. Berserk is, Berserk's older than me. Fuck. I'm as old as One Piece, my favorite manga, and Berserk could be like, my second favorite manga, I think could be like my older brother. I want to find a manga that could be my JoJo, what was it, 87? Was it earlier? Is that old enough to be 97, 86? That's only 11. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb. JoJo fucked when they were 11. JoJo was that kid in high school that like, hit puberty really early and was like talking to all the girls. This is fucking... I'm not going with this. That's fucking weird. Anyway, yeah, no, JoJo fucked when they were 11 and they had me. I was gonna say with... This is awful. This is... Throw this whole video. Cut that out. Cut that out, fucking...
You fucking nuts, you fucking orphan.
You can really feel Miura's slow storytelling in Duranki. It's honestly incredible just to behold it starting again. There's this thing I've actually noticed reading both of these manga where they're both, like, every chapter is only about 20 pages, which is pretty standard for like any manga. They feel twice as long just because you're kind of sitting there staring at shit the whole time, just taking everything in. This is a whole world. You don't even do that with One Piece. One Piece is literally a whole world. You don't sit there and go like, look at the trees that Oda rendered. That silly tree with a fucking face on it. Big Mom farted on it and now it has a face on it. Ooh. I guess I'm getting distracted. Mama. You really gotta commend Studio Gaga for capturing Berserk's style so well. I actually think, I hope I'm not alone in this. I think Duranki looks closer to Berserk than Berserk does now with the new director. I really think the art style has shifted just because we have a new director with a different art style. I really think that's it. That's not to insult him. It just looks different. The real tragedy of Duranki's brevity, though, is that it doesn't really get anywhere. There is no point to Duranki. It's just a nice little story that kind of hints at some ideas. The idea that, hey, this is a Sumgalu. They are androgynous. These boys they want to rail. That's a fucking kid. And this boy goes, wait a minute, you're not a girl. You have a penis. You're a boy. That's cool. That's cool. You want to be my mom? But even still, I gotta say, it's not a waste of your time for a 6-chapter manga to have art this good, and it's the only thing that it actually says is, hey, doesn't it feel good when you're accepted? I think that's worth your fucking time. Alright, play the fucking outro. I actually, originally I had written down that I made like a joke about Duranki curing your NIDS from Shadow the Hedgehog. But like, can we just have the Siri? You're not playing the Berserk theme loud enough. Can we just have the Berserk theme playing again? That's nice. Now put Shadow the Hedgehog on screen. No, put him getting NIDS from Kissing Maria on the mouth. That's nice. That's nice. Hell yeah. That's what we're ending on. That's a beautiful moment. That's two characters lovingly. Actually, no. Don't do that. Anime. take Shadow and take Maria and just bang them together really hard, and then have have a bang sound effect, and then have the word NIDS pop up on screen every time they bang together. Do that. That's a lot better. Fuck